You are interested in the unknown, the mysterious, the unexplainable. That is why you are here.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to this very spooky episode of the Code Rad Show. We're
Indeed.
joined by a dancing skeleton, which is very appropriate for tonight's subject matter. I'm drinking real human blood here to help with the festivities. So let's see. And here we go. Interplanet Volume 2 is moving along rapidly. So check out Interplanet Volume 1. The price has been lowered. It's less than $10 now, plus shipping and handling. And of course, Tales of Conspiracy and Madness. There will be links underneath the video. So, Jim, tell us, what movie did we watch this week?
We watched a movie from a Japanese film from 1968 called The Living Skeleton.
Yeah.
And,
Stone cold Japanese classic?
Yes, indeed. I did some research, and so the translation isn't quite right.
Right. Yeah. The literal translation of the title is awesome.
Yeah. No, it's Kyuketsu Dokurosen, which translates to the blood-sucking skull ship.
Yes, which doesn't make a lot of sense, but that is very appropriate for this movie. This movie has tons of stuff that does not really make any sense.
No, not really. No, it's like
a lot of unanswered questions.
I did really enjoy it, but no, I didn't know. Apparently, the word for boat or ship is, I thought it was fune, but it's also going to be pronounced as sen. So
okay.
Yeah. Kyuketsu Dokurusen.
So so Living Skeleton, or blood-sucking skull ship, is sort of a gothic kind of creepy ghost story, but with occasional extreme violence.
Yes.
Some really nasty turns here and there.
Yes.
And then they throw in a mad scientist.
Yeah.
Not to I don't want to get too much into that, because you really should watch this movie, and don't want to give away the ending, but it's got a lot of twists and turns. At least one moment I found pretty shocking, unexpected. The movie begins with a brutal massacre.
Yes.
It's a bunch of thugs. I guess they're organized criminals. Even though at one point they mentioned they worked for intelligence agencies, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah,
that's sort of an off-the-wall thing to throw in there. But as a huge fan of spy movies and espionage novels and stuff, that was an odd thing to throw in there. But that's interesting. So these guys are gangsters. They're thugs. They're criminals, and they're also like high seas pirates.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah, I guess they killed everyone on that ship for money. I guess, right? I guess there had to be money on that ship, which they stole.
As I recall, yeah.
And all the criminals, they kind of go back to their lives, running strip clubs and doing whatnot. But then, except for the leader is missing.
Yes,
which is an important point.
Yes.
So, one of the most striking things about this movie for me is, the plot. The plot is great, but it's not the important thing. It's very dreamy. This just occurred to me, kind of like a Dario Argento movie.
Yeah, I can see that.
Definitely not as extreme, but there's an amazing scene where this couple, they're kind of getting romantic in a boat, and they decide to go for a dive, and boom, all of a sudden there's these awesome looking skeletons chained to the bottom of the ocean, just floating there underneath. It's an incredible moment. It feels kind of like, one of like the dreamier sequences of Dario Argento or a David Lynch thing. The skeletons look fake as hell, but that's fine. They look better than realistic skeletons. They look awesome.
Yeah, no, that part was very cool. I love the use of guitars, the guitar riff throughout the movie. Um, let's see. One thing that surprised me, I gotta say, is that so for those who haven't seen, it's about a woman that was aboard a ship where everybody got killed. Her name is Saeko,
Mm,
and her, I believe, her sister, big sister Yoriko, was considered either dead or missing. But
right.
I was surprised a lot. There's a lot of Christian imagery in this film, which kind of surprised me because, as far as I know, Japan is mostly like maybe 1%, 2% Christian.
Oh,
So yeah, it's a very small percentage. So I'm not sure why if they put it in there because it looks cool, they think it looks cool, or they think it looks.
okay, yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. I don't want to give up. Yeah, I don't want to give away the ending, but
oh no,
um, you kind of, you could also kind of take away a message from the movie that the movie wasn't a huge fan of the Catholic Church
no,
without
not really. But
saying any details. So yeah, our you in this in the beginning scene where these pirates massacre everyone on a boat. They kill this woman, this beautiful woman, and I that it's also they also mentioned later that they raped her before they killed her, but
yes,
then we see the same actress plays her twin sister,
yes,
who I think I guess is like so distraught and so broken up over the death of her sister that she's taken in by this priest
yes, Father Akashi.
who is like trying to who's taking care of her, trying to I guess I want to say nurse her back to health, but that's not accurate. Just kind of take care of her while her mental health improves after dealing with the trauma of the death of her twin sister. And the plot of this movie is such that I could not keep the two twins names separate. And at one point it becomes like, is this the sister who got killed, or is this the one who's been living with the priest? I don't know, and it doesn't really matter.
You should accept it.
In
Yeah.
this movie, living people act like ghosts and
Yes.
dead people act like living people. So it's that kind of a movie. And you know it even though it's slow paced by today's standards,
Yeah.
it's only 80 minutes long.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That part was nice. Yeah, I personally thought it was a little slow in some parts. I thought it was a very cool movie, but I thought, yeah, some parts had kind of dragged for me. But yeah, again, it's only 80 minutes. It is on DVD, but it's rather hard to find on DVD these days, and it might be streaming. I'm not sure. I don't think
yeah.
it's even on YouTube. I don't think it was tough to find, but we
Yeah,
did.
I
I
thought
did.
it might turn up on YouTube, but I don't think so. If
No.
any of our dear viewers care to watch The Living Skeleton, drop a message underneath on drop a comment, and I will provide a link. This is not one of the most legitimate websites to stream videos, but it's out there. And
Yeah, they've had it.
if someone really wants to see this, I will provide you with a link. I'm not just going to put it on there. This
No.
rather sketchy video streaming network on my YouTube channel. I don't know if YouTube might hold that against me, but if there's someone out there who requests it, because this kind of thing does not turn up in Google searches generally.
No, it really doesn't.
I don't know how I found this website. I mean, it turned up in some kind of search for me because I discovered it looking for an obscure movie. But and I'm sure most of the people out there watching this probably know way more about seeing obscure movies through, semi-legitimate channels than I do. But if you have trouble finding The Living Skeleton, I can drop a link for you.
I was going to ask you, how did you first? Know my fair share of Japanese films, but I didn't know this one. How did you find out about it?
Well, Criterion sent me an email because I like um, physical media, and so I'm a customer of Criterion, and so they send me emails, and they sent me an ad for this box set that was half price, 4 Japanese horror movies that were created by this studio, Shochiko, something like that. They made
Yes.
a bunch of horror movies as a response to the popularity of Godzilla in Japan. This was the first one I watched from it, and it was definitely worth taking a chance on this box set because at half price it's like one's
Oh,
4 movies. Yeah, the big DVD companies, they frequently have sales like this. Kino
nice.
Lorber is another one.
Oh, sure.
Sometimes they have more than half price, and they have a lot of interesting movies. So, a 4-pack of obscure Japanese movies for half price. Yeah, there's no way I can say no to that. Also included in that box set was Goki, the body snatcher from hell, which is completely different from the living skeleton, but very, very good.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't mind finding this on DVD for my collection myself.
Yeah,
Let's
unfortunately, it's
see.
a very bare bones collection. There's not even any package artwork. So,
Ah,
but
okay. I think I did see it. Yeah, just basically it's like mostly Criterion and then like just a bunch of text.
yeah, there's a
Yeah.
nice essay in there by a Japanese film historian. Um, but yeah, this movie, I wasn't terribly impressed on first viewing as I was watching it because, as I mentioned, it is kind of a ghost story.
Yeah.
There's the pirates. They see this ghost. Who is it? A ghost or is it the twin sister? Can't really tell you for sure. But they see this ghost and then they drive off a cliff. They die somehow. One guy dies in a shower. Not sure how.
Just does.
But then the last 20 minutes take a turn for the bizarre and just becomes a very incredible movie, very
Yes.
worthwhile. So, and that is the basis of my hearty recommendation. There's some cool stuff in the first hour, but it's really the last 20 minutes where the movie gets bonkers. You see some crazy stuff I was not expecting for a minute, and I don't think too many people were really expecting the last 20 minutes of this movie.
No, if that was definitely a yes, that was like what? But yeah. I gotta say I'm just so surprised they didn't film it in it was 1968, so I guess I wonder if they filmed in black and white on purpose, if that was more kind of to capture a more gritty noir feeling, or they were saving money, or because yeah, it was they you yeah, I'm surprised why they chose to shoot in black and white.
Yeah. This was the only movie in the box set that was in black and white, if I'm remembering correctly. And then the box set also includes the X from Outer Space, which is a Godzilla knockoff, which is hilarious and goofy, but also works as like a real kaiju movie. So definitely, yeah, they went for black and white for Living Skeleton, I guess. I think for the mood.
Okay, I can see
Uh,
that. Yeah, give
I
like a more
mean,
of a gritty, feel.
and serious. I mean, I'm not sure when color movies became, could be considered serious, but for a long time, color was considered, the thing you did musicals or comedies and horror.
Yeah.
Obviously, that would be black and white, and that changed. I think Hammer was a big step in making horror movies in color.
Oh yes.
Because of course, all the Universal classics were black and white, and it wasn't until Blood of Dracula we see red blood splashing on a gravestone, I think. So yeah, the black and white adds to the gothic atmosphere, the whole ghost story aesthetic of the living skeleton.
I think it worked pretty well. I think in this case, yeah.
Yeah,
Uh, and let's see. See, I think they included the Catholic Church because they're more to criticize
it
and
could
not.
have been. I mean, the Catholic Church ends up not coming off very well in this
Yeah,
movie.
that's true. No, it's just funny. There's some video games that I have that were when your party gets really low in health, you have to go to a this basically go to a church, and they even go as far as to put the cross outside the building, and the guy just says you're healed and just heals all your you
Oh
regain your
yeah.
health. But it's happened more than one time though. I'm just
Mm.
still surprised that so many Japanese films and um, animation and video games have a lot of Christian imagery in them.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's why I was surprised when you said that there's such a low percentage of Christians in Japan. I thought there was more. I thought,
Not really, no.
huh,
Mostly it's
interesting.
Buddhist,
Yeah,
Shinto,
yeah,
or a
yeah.
lot of them don't really even have religion.
I mean, I read somewhere once that there's a sect or a cult that believes that Jesus actually went to Japan
Oh
after he
wow,
was supposedly crucified. He went and lived the rest of his life in Japan.
wow,
Yeah, I don't know too much about that. I haven't heard about that in many years.
wandering Jesus. Okay, Jesus as
Yeah,
samurai.
yeah, yeah.
I didn't do a series about that.
And yeah, one surprising thing about this movie is they catch a couple of yellowtails,
Yes,
and these are things that you're able to carry in your arms. I thought, I mean, yellowtails are tuna, right?
I think so. Yeah, I believe
I
so.
thought tunas weighed like a ton.
They have them right on their arms.
These
Yeah.
fish are like this big, and they talk about. I think they say, "Oh, shall we prepare it as sashimi?" And it's like, yeah, it sounds like tuna sushi, but I thought tunas were gigantic.
Yeah, yeah, that's so too.
Huh. We
And
will
also
have to do
carrying them,
some
it's like okay,
research.
got my under
Oh
my
yeah,
arm. Zip. Oh, it's like, what?
yeah. He's
Never
got
mind.
two of them. The dog looks like he's ready to steal them. Yeah, I guess the dog would probably get the guts after they prepare the sushi.
It's pretty fresh, so yeah.
Hmm.
Um, he says like, yeah, try carrying it on your arm. It's just like it's so
Yeah.
slippery. Well, no, no regrets. I'm glad I saw it. I'm glad you recommended it to me, and I'm glad I did see it. Um, not bad, but a little, slow. I like the idea behind it. Um, the skeleton's underwater, and she thinks that her sister Yoriko is calling to her.
Mm.
Um, it's more psychological, which I liked. With how those nice touch. Maybe just a little more. I don't know. Maybe a little more violence. I guess maybe I could have.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I needed an excuse to watch this movie again. I probably watched it about a year ago, and it's appropriately atmospheric for this time of year. I thought it would be perfect, and I thought I did want to discuss it on my channel. So thank you for watching it with me. I think it
Sure.
was a good
Absolutely.
discussion.
Sure.
Please check out Living Skeleton if you have a chance. Hard to find on the internet, but if you ask us
Yes.
nicely, we'll let you know. And did you have anything else you wanted to say about our
No, I
spooky
got to see
movie?
if the Japanese folks at my workplace have heard of it. I'm kind of curious.
Yeah, I'd love to
Um,
know how popular this movie was.
yeah, they might just say no, I haven't heard of that, or just like, but yeah, I wonder if it was a cult classic or if it's
Yeah.
But I'm kind of curious now. Yeah, yeah. Um, no, I got no regrets. I'm glad I did. I'm glad I saw it. And yeah, I would see it again. Yeah,
All right. Well, thank you, Jim.
no problem.
And please like and subscribe so you can find out what movie we're watching next week.
Yes, indeed.
Maybe I'll even be drinking some blood. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Take care.
Bye. Have a good night or day or morning or evening, whatever time you're watching this. So long, everybody.